Maybe. It's because you don't listen, man.
I did turn last week's episode off halfway through.
Wow.
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shattered Cast.
A to B.
Shattered Cast Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Complete fuckers.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 342. We are 342 years old, and we get flattered whenever we get carded when we buy beer. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, and joining me tonight on this very small cast and this very short episode, it's a special episode as far as I'm concerned, because I got one of the creamiest voices on the internet to join us tonight. Our special guest here, we don't do this very often, the one and only Mr. Spiros Gallows. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
Yeah.
Doing all right, man. How you doing?
This is that liquid sex dripping out of your mouth. That's called a voice.
Hey, Brendan.
Say falafel.
Falafel.
There we go. Yeah, that's hot. Yeah, that's going to get Robert real hot. And, of course, joining me also tonight is one of the founding members. He's everyone's favorite Facebook admin, and he's your good friend and mine, the one and only Mr. Greg for Mercy.
Hi.
Say tattooey.
Tattooey?
Yeah, there you go. Let's get that ball rolling. Let's get it, make it weird. And, of course, as you notice, we are going to be too short tonight. Justin is taking the night off, and Robert is busy cleaning up his third summer home he purchased. Yeah, he decided he couldn't stop at one. So he now owns that entire block in the subdivision he lives in New Jersey. So, without further ado, did anybody get anything this week? Spiro, you're our guest. Did you get anything at all in the last month or so?
Yes. I got Double Dealer.
Oh, shit.
Secret 2-pack. Omega Supreme just dropped into my pile of loot at BBTS, so I need to get that shipped at some point. And Target near me has Scorponok and Skylinks in the back, but they haven't reset the aisle, so I haven't gotten those guys yet.
Oh, shit. Right on.
What else did I get? I feel like... Oh, no. Nope, I didn't get anything else.
All right, right on. Greg, I know we talked about it before, but the last few weeks, have you gotten anything?
Oh, the last few weeks.
Yeah, let's go there.
Have I been on since I got Unicron? Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. No, I haven't got anything.
All right.
I've just been waiting.
I hear you.
Oh, Greg's drawn out S reminded me I got Slitherfang, the Snake Battlemaster ramp guy.
What is the big deal with him, apparently? Because, people are scalping him and wrong.
Oh, just because it's the new Battlemaster, and I mean,
Jeez,
yeah.
Dumb.
But it's funny because Rung shouldn't even really be scalped because he's 4 per case or 5 per case. So
Yep.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of rungs today at Target while I was waiting on Backroom Billy to tell me he couldn't get me a Skylinks.
yeah, you should have been like, you climb that steel and you dig through that pallet.
Well, no, I got it.
But I can't do it with this mask. It's hard to breathe.
They didn't have anybody that could do a forklift. So.
Okay.
Shit, he could train
He said Night Crew will have to do that.
What's that?
Huh?
What'd you say?
He said their Night Crew will have to come and do that.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah. Way back in the long ago days, I was team leader for Target, and I was actually the planogram team lead, so we did all the resets.
Nice.
So, my store, which was like a small footprint, like it wasn't a super target. For the July-August reset, we would get 20 to 25 pallets of toys. So, like, they literally cannot go find your stuff because it's not located. Like it's on a pallet with, dolls and Hot Wheels and, RC cars and shit. So
I worked at a Target. I was like 19 in Edgewater, New Jersey. I worked there around the time the PlayStation 2 debuted, so that was a nightmare. Like that.
I was there when the... Oh, go ahead.
No, it was just, I just remember the long lines and then people pissed because their vouchers weren't valid because they sold out. And, that was some rough shit.
I worked at Target when the Wii and the PS3 came out, so
yeah,
like that was amusing on a daily basis, like watching 15 people line up for 5 Wiis.
I remember I was a level 3 key holder, and I got a chunk of overtime that week because I would I worked overnights, but I would hang out till like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning to help like the electronics department sell their PlayStation 2s.
Yeah, that was pretty much my gig.
Oof, that was rough. But yeah. Let's see what I get this week. I got some stuff dropping my stash over at the Chosen Prime. My Athena is in there. My Fans Toys Hunk dropped in there. I do have a Masterpiece. It's the Masterpiece Sideswipe in the Police Deco. Clampdown, that's his name. So
okay, cool.
He's in there also. So I'm just waiting for my Double Evil and my Magic Square Optimus Prime to drop, and I'll just ship that shit. I also have Skylinks in my pile of loot. So it's one of those moments where I was just like really surprised he hit. I'm like, cool, because I couldn't find him on the Chosen Prime. I'm like, that's fine. So I got him coming. I've seen a bunch of reviews. That's a big dude. So he's So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I was really happy with Jetfire. I'm sure I'm gonna be really happy with Skylinks. But yeah. So let's gotta move on with the news. Again, the news is short today, guys, so we're gonna try to make this episode as friendly as possible. Up first is G Creations, their take on the movie Grimlock figure.
God damn, $230 for that thing.
Oh wow, I never actually looked at the price on that.
That is
God damn
big boy. Wasn't there like a Wei Zhang knock oversized done of this guy?
Yeah, I have that. Well, there was a Wei Zhang, and then there was a Black Mamba as well. I had a Black Mamba.
Yeah.
So if I get this, that's cool. If I don't get it, I'm still good with my...
You have the Black Mamba, right?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Right in the butt.
So in these pictures, is that the Studio Series or is that like the oversized?
That's the Studio Series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't really look that bad. It's got a lot more paint apps and shit. I haven't seen the Black Mamba, so I don't know if that's the same as that, but that's a big bitch, God.
So is he about like Siege Jetfire big as far as like robot mode?
That I had the original leader when Age of Extinct when the Last Night came out. I don't own the Studio Series. So I don't know how big their leader class is, because remember their leader class figures have shrunk.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for Siege anyway, and some of the Studio Series, like I had the Megatron from Dark of the Moon. That was not didn't feel like a leader class figure. So I mean, this guy may be just like a head shorter or the same height as Siege Jetfire.
Hold on, I can tell you. Wait, the G Creations one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold up.
There's a lot of fucking detail put in.
Wait.
No, not there. This is in Wrath?
Yeah, Wrath.
Oh, 2 Wrath.
Wonder if they'll do a scoring. That'd be pretty cool.
The only thing that's coming up is the grimlock. No, that's not it.
G Creation is also known for making absurdly. They take a lot of steps in their engineering, don't they?
This
go ahead.
This says it's 15.75 inches.
It's a decent size.
How big is it? 10.75?
15.75.
That's a big bitch. That's bigger than Jetfire. That's a huge
Yeah.
bitch.
It's bigger than Jetfire.
Yeah, it is.
Did you see they're also doing a smokescreen repaint of their Rebel, their IDW Prowl?
Oh, they're finally doing that now? Like fucking 3 years after they released Rebel?
Yeah.
What a bunch of dicks.
As long as it funds the IDW Magnus that they teased, that's all I care about.
Yeah. I mean, I love their Rebel. I mean, I was like, when are you going to do the other ones? And then they just went quiet. And they were like, oh, hey, look, we like fucking made an Optimus Prime that takes 125 steps to transform. You know, engineering.
Yeah. Now
They just reissued it too.
This says 12.6 inches tall. So I'm getting conflicting stories depending on which retailer I look at. So maybe that's a single. Maybe that's 12.6 in Singapore inches.
That is. I mean, I love the expressive detail. He looks really imposing. I love the paint apps on him. God, man. No, I don't need to get in on this. No, I don't. No.
Ooh. My ginormous, oversized Scorpionite, Shockwave will be here tomorrow.
Oh, the what's that one? The
definitely not Black Mamba.
Because they're in jail.
Zeus toys. That's it.
Definitely not those guys.
Does he also come with a character with a parachute?
I hope. I don't think he does, but I hope he comes with the brains and the wheelie. But I doubt he will.
Yeah. I'd like to see one of these third-party companies tackle like a Bayform or Decepticon, and one of its features is it will eat the human it comes with. You know, like, oh man, I can't believe your daughter's the professional dancers. Nom, 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 nom. So,
just like put the human in the mouth and then turn a crank, and it just kind of like conveyor belts down into the torso.
Yep. It's like, oh no, my father's been eaten by Megatron. Prime. Nom, nom.
Dr. McDreamy.
Not Dr. McDreamy. You remember him from Dark of the Moon? That guy's such a dick.
My father worked for Soundwave, and my father's father worked for Soundwave. Like,
I too shall work with Soundwave. And then another thing that kind of caught my eye was Mech Fan Toys, or what do they fucking call themselves now? Like mechanical techs or some shit. They're trying to church it up.
Poopy-doo Toys.
Poopy-doo Toys are making their version of highbrow. Headmaster and all. That looks a neato.
So is this an original mold, or is it like the Unique Toys Legends upsized?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's the latter, unfortunately. Because there's no way they... I mean, they do original molds. They did the Blitzwing and they did an Astro Train. But this...
Wasn't
really,
their Springer...
Their Springer...
Springer was an original mold?
Yeah, and that was absolute garbage. Straight up steaming. It was really was shit. But... I mean, this looks pretty good. I mean, if you're into Legends and stuff, or around the price range of $25 to $30, it's normally what their stuff runs.
Yeah, if you don't like this, you can sorry, I just got distracted by something shiny. If you don't like this, you can wait for the cost performance highbrow. It's going to be $23.99 or so.
Oh boy, cost performance. Jesus, that's actually that's an actual fucking company name.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it is, because I'm gonna have to compare it to the Mech Fans toys and the Magic Square Magni.
I mean,
I still need to get the Mech Fan toys Delta Magnus repaint. Shit, I just realized that.
They have that. They have a fucking Diachrone version of them.
Yeah, because when they did the upsize KO of the Magic Square, like, then they, as soon as Magic Square released their Diaclone version, Mech Fans Toys was like, "Oh yeah, we're doing that too."
Yay!
So
I love knockoffs.
I'll get them.
Nice. Let's do it ourselves.
That was our idea.
We'll just make it taller so they can't complain.
I still think it's hilarious that cost performance's only reason for existing is to, like, upscale the Mech Fans toys a fraction so that the cabs scales with Magic Square Prime. Like, that's the only reason it exists. There's no other reason. Because when I saw the side-by-side of the Mech Fans toys and the cost performance, I was like, there's literally a fraction of, a centimeter.
You think it's maybe just doing it because they're petty?
No, they're just doing it because somebody somewhere got a bug up their ass about the scale of the cabs.
Oh, it's the entire internet. Gotcha. It's generally how it works, too. Suddenly everyone becomes an expert in scale and engineering when they really have no place to really say anything, but,
I like the people who complain that Transformers are too expensive when you look at, like, Black Series and Marvel Legends that are the same price.
Yep.
And the amount of engineering that goes into a Transformer is, infinitely more complex than reusing a buck and molding, a couple of unique parts.
It was the same thing with, like, DC Universe Classics. There, people were complaining, or were complaining a little bit about the price, but it's like it's all essentially like 3 different bucks they used. Same thing with Masters of the Universe, also. So whatever, those lines are dead in the water. Farland's trying to bring back DC, but good luck on that shit.
I don't know. They got their next lines that are their next waves that are coming out, like with the Dark Knight Metals figures, looks really good, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't get into another line.
Every time I go to Target and don't find something I want, I almost pick up the Arkham Batman and Joker because someone put them in NECA, and so they just keep getting restocked in the NECA section.
Well, I mean, their first run, I call it they're kind of getting their footing, and I bought the Batman Who Laughs, but
yeah, you did,
and I thought it was all right, but I ended up just selling it because it just I couldn't fiddle with it, why does he have these 2 blades? And the whole thing was build a Batmobile, and I just lost interest. And then they had the Superman Unchained and the Unchained armor, and then the Batman Hell armor, which that looked pretty cool, but again, just wasn't my thing, so I passed on that also. But now they did the White Knight figures from I forget the artist's name, Sean something.
Long?
No, I don't think it's Sean Wong or Long.
I said Long.
I know that, not him. Poor Sean Long. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and move on to the next bit of information. Spiros is going to step away. Now, this I posted because I was curious about this. I didn't see a lot of news about this, and suddenly now it's up for pre-order. It is the Mastermind Creation, Nemno and Motif. Memo, I guess you could say his name.
Yeah, they've been. Yeah, no, like, yeah. Yeah, we heard about this like 3 years ago or something.
Yep.
And yeah. So I don't know what's going on with MMC's reformatted stuff. Whoa, because I want because I need Desars. So they need to get cracking and getting out of that Desars.
I mean, did Chromedome ever use his alt mode in the IDW comics during More Than Meets the Eye?
Maybe once, twice.
I don't recall ever. I mean, I wasn't a hardcore avid reader, but I mean, like, I don't recall it being this silly looking.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
He used it enough times that, like, yeah. I mean, it looked like a tumbler from Batman, but stripped down. So.
Yeah. Boy. And I guess Rewind's going to transform into a data stick.
Yeah, basically. So. I mean, it's accurate, so you can't fault him for that.
It is, yeah.
Coloring's a little off, but, you know, that's going to be par for the course with MMC and their color guy.
Yeah, I mean, I like that he's got those little nails that would go put into people's heads. You can see their memories.
Yeah,
forgot what they were
called. Pneumosurgery.
Pneumosurgery?
Needles.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got his Freddy Cougars. And then Rewind Rewind looks great. I mean, he transforms into a data stick, right?
Yeah.
So, does he even have the little camera on his head? Yep, he sure does. A little red dot there.
I thought it was funny. Some people were giving Mastermind Creations grief because they thought that the Rewind from the 2-pack was the remix release, and they're like, why did it change so much from the renders? You're like, you fucking retard, like.
Oh, this fandom's full of geniuses and titans of intellect, that's for sure.
So many.
And then, I don't know, like it looks good. The price for it is $129.99, and I mean, you can recreate numerous scenes from the comics. It's just those screw holes on the back, though. But I understand that's par for the course. But they look great, though. Rewind especially looks great. Yeah, let's see. Chromedome's got no accessories as a show. Yeah, so no.
So who's MMC going to try to squeeze into this mold for Chromedome?
Animated long arm.
The Jaguar reformatted. That was his name, right? Because I know they did a lot.
Oh, what?
No, Lockdown was the Jaguar. It was a repaint off their site clothes.
Jaeger,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Jaegertron.
Hey, but I'm stupid. He's dumb.
Obviously, you don't speak the German.
No, I don't speak the German. I just paint und house and I make pretty things. And when I pass by a certain type of building for certain people, I get my bricks. No, but that vehicle mode is fucking gross, man. But I don't think anyone's gonna be transforming them. And I like the mold though, solid mold. Love the face sculpt on both of these guys. Supposedly due out in October. I wonder if those wheels come off too. Those huge fucking wheels.
What is his alt mode wheels or shoulder wheels?
Yeah, the shoulder wheels. Do they come off or not?
I don't know if they wanted to get creative, they could have included some like swap out arms or something to give him his pre-war look from the flashbacks where he's Prowl's partner.
Yeah. I wonder when they're going to do an IDW blaster, if anyone was ever going to do one. The closest thing to a third-party blaster we had was what KFC did.
Unique Toys.
And then Unique Toys, yeah. That's chug scale. I have that monstrosity. Of all the crap you put on them.
I didn't think it was that bad. That was back in the...
It was pretty good.
I ain't like the armor
no...
add-ons. I like the gun. I lost the armor add-ons. I like the gun because that transformed into a cassette.
It was no A3 paint of the KFC Perceptor, but you know.
That is true. But yeah, so that is basically going to do it for our news we have for today. So, I mean, if you're going to jump on this, the viewers are up for these guys. We're going to go to some listener questions and see how we do here. Rich H sent us an email. He did send us a link for it looks like a Ghostbusters playset. No, Guardian headquarters for GoBots. He mentioned that not too long ago, that it was like made out of the sturdiest cardboard ever. Looks really neat. I will read the question and you guys can give the action. With a live action Peace War movie coming, does anyone think they will do the right thing, so to speak, and have a Transformers only movie set far in the past? Or will they shoehorn it into present time so they can spend 45 plus minutes following useless humans doing useless human things to connect to the audience, in air quotes? Transformers versus Dr. Dolittle, who's in, and Rich H also says, still not listening since Oscar was on the show before. Thanks, bud. He's not listening either. What a jerk. So what is everyone's thoughts on the fact that they are going to be making a Beast Wars movie? Do you think they're going to go primitive humans, or it's going to be like, you know, that movie with the guy who played the professional, who played a knight in modern day? And they'll have to adapt to modern day Earth as animals.
Oh yeah, no. I hope they go through I think they go through like some sort of time thing and end up on modern day Earth, and they have to adapt to things like Bud Light and whatever the new products they're hawking are. Whatever product placement they can get in there.
Zoo Escape Caper.
Zoo Escape. It'll be like Madagascar, but this time the animals not only talk, but transform into robots. Huge robots.
Or what if something happens and they get, like, frozen, and then the humans find them, and then G1 characters have to team up with other humans to rescue the Beast Wars characters at the very end?
Oh, boy.
I'm just trying to think of what would piss off some Beast Wars people.
I tie it into Revenge of the Fallen and have them meet humans that will fight the Primes after they come to Earth.
You're like, meet Kelly. She's a zookeeper, but uh-oh. Her animals are coming alive. Did you just transform into a robot? I'm an autonomous object. My name is Optimus Primal. Uh-oh. Looks like she's going to lose her job and have to go back to Buddy's Playhouse Strip Club. It's like every scene she's in, her fucking cleavage is rocking out solid, and it's always raining, too. God, why do we have to work in this zoo here in Seattle? What are you things? We're Maximals.
She's a beast. She's a beast-themed cam girl.
Yeah. She works at a zoo with her cat ears on and a tail attached to the back of her uniform. You know, I just want to be a doctor and move out of Seattle, but I have to work here at the zoo. Uh-oh, looks like the cheetah's talking to her. You gotta help me find the big bot. Oh, no. A lot of slow motion running and explosions behind her.
Cheetor's a slang talking young bot that just says big bot every other line, like Sam said Bumblebee in the Bay movies.
Big bot!
Big bot, big bot, big bot, big bot.
In every scene, it's just Rat Trap, like, running around going, we're all gonna die!
We're
But
all
it's
gonna
Beast,
die.
But it's Beast Machine's Rat Trap, so he's got the wheels.
He's ordering food at Burger King because they help sponsor the film. So that
And
can be
they-
your
they-
order. We're all gonna die.
And they reuse assets from the Bay movies, so it's just Wheelie, like, with different colors.
They'll call it Black Arachnia. Because that's their idea for that, yeah. I mean, I would love for them to actually follow what the show did. What the show did was great. It had great writing. Obviously, the animation has not aged well. You know, it depends on what the executives think the audience wants to see. You know?
I won't say boobs.
I want to see boobs, explosions, and that monkey better fling some shit, man, or I'm going to lose my fucking mind, I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
I also need a refresher on Romeo and Juliet laws.
Yeah. I'm only 16. I'm only 25, babe, but I love you so much. Thank God I carry this Romeo and Juliet law to remind your dad, who has firearms, that our dating is okay and he shouldn't stress. Just goes to figure. Well, we don't know what'll happen, but if we had a movie, Transformers versus Dr. Dolittle, oh boy. Now, especially when the animal's talking, you know there's going to be a scene where someone's like, oh, I'm losing my mind. That monkey just spoke to me. Something about the Matrix. Oh, God.
Like, I guess I picked a bad week to quit drinking.
Guess I picked a bad week to stop smoking heroin. Fuck, that monkey's talking. Must be withdrawal.
Just have them crash in Florida and then have Florida Man be their sidekick.
So I ain't wearing no goddamn mask in my Walmart, you sons of bitches. I woke up in a free country. Miracle. The suspect was detained after running naked through the Costco shopping center, yelling, America, America, America. He was gunned down.
I thought this was America.
I thought it was America. It's a free country, man. I'm streaming about this live on my Instagram. Fucking joker. But moving on to the next question here, we have from MP Collector, our #1 SCU fanboy. Looking at my masterpiece collection, the Headmasters stand out as one of the larger holes that I am worried may never get filled. Maketoys has given us 2 of the Autobot figures and have teased the other 2, but it has been many years since we've seen any real progress. The Fans Toys has given us 2 of the Decepticons, but Skullcruncher and Chomp keeps getting pushed back. Are any of you concerned, given that Fans Toys usually takes care of us eventually? Would you want Fans Toys to tackle the remaining Autobot Headmasters, or do you honestly think Maketoys will see the effort through to completion?
Mm-hmm.
That's a damn good question. So,
Just take the lead and see me through to completion.
So Maketoys did Chromedome, and then they did Hardhead, and then Fans Toys, they did. You okay there? Maketoys gave us Weird Wolf, known as Lupin, right? That was his name.
Lupus, yeah.
Lupus. Ugh, what a name. And then they did, what's his name? The fucking vampire bat guy.
Mindwipe.
Mindwipe, there we go. Except I forgot what they called him, Dracula, or some shit like that.
Yep.
So, I mean, you still have fucking Brainstorm, you have Highbrow. Then are we venturing into, like, junior Headmasters also, or?
I think Fans Toys would be like wise to just let Fans Hobby have that lane.
Yeah, because I mean, the Fans Hobby's kind of knocked it out of the park with Athena, based on all the reviews I've seen. Although some people are complaining about the parts forming gimmick.
Well, what do you want her to have? War for Cybertron RC backpack, like, so that she doesn't part form,
or that she doesn't get squished underneath her fucking alt mode. Literally gets crammed in there.
Yeah.
Like a dead prostitute in an executive's trunk. But I mean, Maketoys has been kind of struggling though, haven't they? Like, they just released Endgame. They just put up pre-orders for Ramjet and Dirge.
Wait, did they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, well, on the Chosen Prime, they're up. So they're gonna finish off the cone heads, I hope. You know, and then that fans vote Sunstorm that came out. That was littered with like QC issues, wasn't it? Because that's what everyone was complaining about, issues with his leg or pins just coming out.
Yeah, like missing pins, missing this and that. Yeah. So, and then their hot link didn't get funded. So,
well, so I mean, I'm not the Disney MP collector, but I don't think you should be counting on Maketoys for jack shit. I mean, they knocked it out of the park with Jazz. They're doing a reissue of Jazz, I believe. But yeah, I mean, they did great with their remastered lines. I have their Hellfire and Wrassle. I like them. I'm a fan of them, so I like having them in my collection.
Yeah, I would not hold my breath on Maketoys making anything.
Yeah, so I mean, it's yeah, so it's a hard pass. But I mean, if you only collect Masterpiece, I mean, you're kind of in a bit of a quandary. So, what do you think, Greg?
I don't know. I picked up one of those KFC Headmasters, and the Fans Toys ones are just so fucking, like, it's so expensive to get that Lupus. It's like $300, and it's not a great figure. If it was like an amazing figure, I'd jump back in on those. But I don't have a lot of faith in Maketoys, so I don't know. I'm just gonna get the ones that I want, and then if they finish making them, great. And if they don't, then I'll have, like, I'm just gonna get sets. Like, I'm gonna get the 2 KFC ones, and that way at least I have the Horcons. And then, you know, if they make the other ones, they make the other ones. I don't know. I'm so tired of worrying about all that shit. I'm about ready to sell all my transfers. Take up ice fishing in Alaska.
Yeah. No, Maketoys is gonna reissue the Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp in response to Takara 3.0.
You think so?
That's what our fandom believes, and I think the fandom has so many clowns it should be a circus.
I'm gonna reissue my Maketoys for $400 a piece.
Better get it while I can.
Yeah, I mean, they're going for that much on eBay. I've seen them sell for up to $300 just for Starscream, Skywarp. I've seen them hit $400 on the on the aftermarket on eBay. Thundercracker maybe $250. It's a shame because that's the only one I have, and I bought that bitch at TFCon in Toronto. So that was years and years ago. So I mean, as far as like them reissuing anything, I mean, like, the first time I've seen them reissue anything was with, you know, their bounce back, their Jazz. I see bounce back, whatever his fucking name is. Fucking
Downbeat.
Downbeat. There we go. What the fuck did I say bounce back for? But it's I mean, that and shit, their G2 Starscream that they made is still on sale. I seen at the Chosen Prime for like $150. So, and that's not moving at all. I remember when that was like fucking hot shit back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm scrolling through all the Maketoys on Chosen Prime, and there's like 7 items in stock. And, like G2 Screamer's one of them.
Yep.
Both the Buster Skywings from the whatever line.
Across Dimension.
Yeah. The Passion Project that nobody asked for line. So.
That is a straight up ugly Jetfire. Like, I love the alt mode, but every time I look at it now, like because I was looking at some reviews of it, and it's like, it reminds me a lot of the Avengers Quinjet.
Well, that's what it looks like it's styled off after.
Yeah. So, and then it's like the mask is just like this crappy helmet that goes over his head. It's like translucent plastic, and you know the cool thing is like, oh, it merges with Stryker Magnus. It's like, yeah, but why? Like, if we're to think this is Jetfire, are you trying to say this is like Armada Jetfire or Energon or Cybertron Jetfire? Like, I know they merged with Prime, but this is...
Or Bayverse Jetfire?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think ever since Bayverse, like, everybody and their mother wants Jetfire to combine with Prime.
Yeah.
I mean, people were shoving Siege Prime into Siege Jetfire, like, when they bought him.
Fan
like,
modes.
In the crappiest of fan modes. Like,
Oh,
look, it's totally power armor.
See, I don't need to buy that stupid Studio Series or that fucking Maketoys. It's fucking dumb. It's dumb. Is what it is.
Hey, remember when the Hasbro Leader Class Jetfire, the very first one, came out and everybody was like, I don't need fans toys, or I don't need whatever Jetfire. This will be good.
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
You're talking about the one they ended up repurposing to make like the 3 Seekers?
Yeah, like 3 Seekers, Wheelie, and Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Ironhide. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the big ordeal. People were pissed because like the chrome was flaking off.
I tried to take the chrome off. I don't know how the chrome was flaking off because I was trying to take all the chrome off of mine. And I couldn't get it out of the little crevices.
Yeah.
So I don't know how theirs was just falling
on
off.
the Jetfire?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I stripped the chrome off that bad boy. I damn near took the skin off my fingertips too, but yeah.
Worth it.
First rule about Fight Club.
Fucking all 12 guns that were on them.
I remember, speaking of people making outlandish claims about Hasbro mainline compared to Masterpiece, I remember when Power of the Primes Optimus like first showed up, and people were like, "Oh, it looks just as good as MP10." I was like, "Yeah, if MP10's feet were completely separated from his shins, yes, then it looks great."
Why would I waste money on MP44? This is the same thing.
Yeah.
The lack of wrist articulation doesn't bother me, or the big hollow bits on him here in the thighs doesn't bother me. So
now, if we could only get Commander Class Starsaber.
Yep, and Death Stars.
And Galaxy Shuttle.
Yep, Titan Galaxy Shuttle.
I want Titan Starsaber and Commander Class Victory Leo.
I want Titan Buzzsaw to fight my Omega Supreme.
I want Wheelie.
I want Titan Class Wheelie.
I want Titan Class Rung to punch a moon.
You know, I don't understand. Even with the popularity of that character, they went and they made him a Legends class figure.
Yeah, I mean, whoever made that decision, I just want to be like, why?
Yeah, that was.
And then they reissue. Then they were like, he's coming out again. Don't worry, folks." It's the same Legends figure.
Yeah, and I could maybe understand if they made them deluxe. Or
Is Hasbro? Oh, go ahead.
No. You were gonna say.
No, has Hasbro ever straight reissued a figure across two lines like that with the Minotaur hammer and rung? I don't think I've ever seen.
Astro Train.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Okay, outside of these three instances, like I've been collecting since Armada, so like going on 20 years. Like I've never seen them with a straight like reissue in a main line from one line to another. Like they've done the repaints, like the Beast Wars guys in Armada and the Armada guys in Cybertron, but
they did Starscream from G1 to commemorative series.
Okay.
Those are two different ones.
They did the Energon Scout class figures to the Dollar Tree exclusives.
I remember. Didn't they do a Supreme Starscream? No.
I was gonna say
that was.
No, they did. It was.
One was Cybertron.
Yeah,
Supreme Starscream.
Yeah, that was a repaint. Like it was a more G1 theme.
Oh, oops. Oops. I crap my pants.
It's alright, it happens to the best of us.
Called it Hasbro.
I Hasbro'd my pants.
It's just
man, I'm just mad I couldn't get that Skylinks today. Like I actually want a fucking mainline figure, and I couldn't get it.
To the boards.
To the boards.
And accuse employees of stealing it and hooking themselves up.
Hiding it on the top shelf in the back.
Yep.
They're scalping. Although a buddy of mine today told me that Target has this NECA ambassador program where they have drawings for like gift cards and shit for people to go and like basically merchandise the NECA section, since it looks like trash 90% of the time because it's picked through.
Yep.
And my buddy today said that the local participants in the ambassador program are the ones that are like buying up all the turtles. I was like, yeah, I'd believe it, because who else is going to sign up to zone the NECA aisle but collectors? So
yeah. What's the big deal with the? Because we talk about everything on this podcast. Well, so what is the big deal with the turtles right now? It's Casey Jones from the movie.
All of them. They're just so hard to get. All of them. They're gonna have Toka and Razor though up, where you can pre-order them on the site, and you have like a specific amount of time, and then you pre-order them, and then they send them to you. And that's it. Everybody can get what they want.
It's a strange concept. Pre-order and
but
send
the
it to
scalpers have purchase bots, don't they?
Well, no, I think it's like one per. There's a limit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I want them in Super Shredder, and I want Casey Jones, but I also want the cartoon ones. Like I got two lines. I'm sitting here and like, I don't know. And then I got Foot Soldiers and Bebop and Rocksteady. They're just sitting in a box. The dog Zoe sleeps on top of a blanket, on top of a little bed, on top of this box in the living room that's there so she can look out the window. And in that box is like all this like shit that people are going crazy for that I haven't even talked with.
I kind of want that Casey Jones Raft 2-pack from the movie, but like then I'd have to go and track down the turtles, and then I have to track down Splinter and the Shredder. So
and that's basically why I won't touch that shit.
See, I already have all those. I have like all that shit. I even bought, because when they announced they were splitting up. You get the Foot Soldiers, the Shredder, and Splinter all separate at GameStop. Then those STC sets were like, people couldn't get rid of them. The ones that bought them to sell them, they couldn't get their money. They couldn't get what they wanted for them. So I got one super cheap. But now you'll be able to get, like, if you go to Walmart, they're reissuing all that stuff to Walmart now, and now it's going to come with all the SCCC accessories. So it's like, eh.
So wait, is Walmart getting
Turtles too? Yeah.
The Foot Soldier, Shredder, and Splinter, or is that still a GameStop exclusive?
No, I saw somewhere that's getting. I don't know. You have to look, but there's 2 packs. Okay. So there are 2 packs, like you get, like it's like Leonardo and Donatello and Raphael, Michelangelo, or something like that.
Right.
And then probably, but I don't know. But I try not to even look at NECA stuff because those people drive me nuts. But I check if I see Metalhead or if I see the Casey Jones, I'll grab it. But I'm not going to stress out. I don't even have the NECA animated turtles. I just have my figure arts turtles.
Oh, okay.
So it's like whatever.
Well, Playmates just announced pre-orders went up at BBTS for the comic book versions of the turtles, but in the classic scale, where they're like fucking 6-inch tall, a little more articulation.
Oh, like the Toys R Us scale, like the.
Yes.
Okay.
They just announced that. I saw that on BBTS today. And it just, I at first I was like, oh, that looks cool. But then I'm like, because I bought the when Walmart had them, the black and white set. So.
Oh, the one that they couldn't give away?
Yeah. I waited till them bad boys hit clearance and I got it for like fucking $20. So. And that's not a bad set, so I'm happy with it. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Rip-Off. So, go figure. Classic Playmates move. But, speaking of classic...
Pizza-licious.
Pizza-licious. Reaganomics! Good old-fashioned robot chicken with their fucking version of it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and call this a night. Always, we ask you guys to check out our good friend T2RX6 over on YouTube. He's doing the Eagle Moss Ghostbusters model kit assembly as he gets the pieces in. You can check out Greg for Mercy and random Facebook groups. You can check me out under Oscar NJBoy, OSCAR NJBOY. Robert D, local courthouse. He's over there probably closing now on his 4th summer home by the end of this podcast. Be sure to check out Toy Detox whenever you guys release an episode. As always, check out our friends over at Realm of Collectors. So come be a nerd at the cool table. And we ask that for the sake of Primus, you please collect responsibly, be good to yourselves and each other, and shut the fuck up, Chip.
Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to
each other.
Oh, are we?
I was waiting for you to say shut the fuck up, Chip, but it's okay. We're just gonna stop our recording.
Right now. I didn't think we were.